Hi, welcome to the Pink Ladies YouTube channel. So excited you decided to pop in here today and do your facial. Thank you so much for letting me send you a goodie bag. I can't wait for you to not only try the Mary Kay products, but just take some me time out to do something for yourself. So if you're ready to go, you should have your goodie bag, which has all your sample products in it. You also are going to need some scissors to cut open those bags because trust me, once your hands get wet, those boogers are hard to open. You're also going to want to have either be near a sink where you can wash some products off because we are going to be washing and exfoliating. You're going to want to have a couple of towels handy to dry off with, wipe your hands with, all the good stuff. You can also just have a nice warm bowl of water with you. I'm sitting here with a little crock pot that's warmed up with some towels in it so that I can also wash. Decided to do this kind of sitting in my office instead of being near my sink like I normally do. So this video is actually going to be on our Lush Hydrasession, which offers a deep level of exfoliation. Now, quick disclaimer is we don't recommend that you do this every day. Your skin may not like you. I can do it once a week. I've been using the product for just about 2 years now, and I find that once a week is what my skin wants. You may want to do it once every 2 weeks or once a month or once a week as well, just kind of depending on what your skin needs. My skin has a tendency to be more oily, get a lot of clogged pores on my nose, and so I really like to get in there once a week and just deep clean. So grab those goodie bags and let's get started. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take off your makeup if you have makeup on. I'm actually going to be using our oil-free makeup remover for my eye makeup. So I can take off my eyeshadow, take off my eyeliner, take off my mascara, like all the things that I put on this morning before I went to work. And I love this because it makes quick and easy wipe off of your makeup. Like super easy, there it goes. I did put some mascara on today, so I'm gonna go a little bit more to get that mascara off. What I love about our eye-free makeup remover is that it's conditioning to your eyelashes. It also removes eye mites. And okay, can we talk about gross for just a minute? Like there's little eye mites that live on your eyelashes that eat all the dead skin cells that you shed. It's just disgusting. I'm sorry, I don't want them on there. So I like that this is dermatologist recommended and approved to disinfect and get rid of those little buggers. We kind of jokingly call it the critter getter because it's getting those critters off of your eyes. So I'm just gonna quickly wipe off my eye makeup. I like to kind of go over my eyebrows too, considering this is conditioning, and ew, there goes the makeup. Now I also like to use our micellar water. So let me, just real quickly, it's hard to send this as a sample, so I cannot, but this has 2 different formulas in it, so you have to shake it up to use it and activate it. It actually is gonna take off waterproof eyeliner. It's going to take off waterproof mascara. If you like to wear false eyelashes, it's also going to take off water-based adhesive. Then I'm also going to use our micellar water. Micellar water has little micelles in it that actually grab onto dirt and makeup and remove it. And I like to remove my makeup as I have foundation and powder on and blush. I like to remove all of that before I cleanse my face because I don't want my skin cleanser to have to work so hard through this to get to my skin and actually wash my skin. So quick secret, don't tell anybody my secret. Some nights when I like fall asleep on the couch and my husband wakes me up and says go to bed, I literally just do this. I micellar water off my makeup, ew, and I go to bed because I'm exhausted, tired, and I don't want to go through my nightly routine. But if I'm not super tired, then I do my whole entire routine. But this micellar water is fantastic because it's a no rinse formula, so I don't have to like now rinse off my face. I would just go to bed, like just go to bed nice and fresh. I also like this like if I'm outside working in the yards or I go out and wash my car and I'm sweaty, I don't have any makeup on yet, I can just take a cotton ball of that, wipe my face down, and I just feel nice and refreshed. So really good stuff. So the first thing you're going to want to grab is your cleanser. Now, depending on what your skin type was or what your needs are, you may have received our Time Wise Repair line, which are purple packages, or you may have received the Time Wise Miracle 3D set for either normal to oily, or normal to dry or oily skin. again, depending on conversations that we had. And that would be a more pink product. So grab your cleanser, open that bad boy up, and we are now going to wash, as my grandpa used to say, we're going to wash our face. So we're going to get our face a little bit wet. I'm going to see if I can do this without making a mess. Get our face a little bit wet. And we're going to grab some cleanser. You don't need very much, so your sample should actually allow you to use them more than once if you want to do a morning and a nighttime routine. Now, everything I'm going to show you in this video, you don't necessarily have to do at one time. You're more than welcome to do parts of it, and I'll tell you as we go along, and then come back to the video to do other parts of it. But I only have a little bit in my hand, and I'm going to just lather that up, except I need more water. I'm just going to lather it up. You see, oh, the lathering that this bad boy does is insane. This is the Time Wear Repair line. This is the line that I use. I got way too much going on here. And then I'm going to use our Skin Vigorate Sonic Brush to cleanse my skin. Because I love how it's a sonic brush, so it's actually pulsating. I'm doing the circular motions, and because my nose gets such clogged pores, I always blame my grandmother for my blackhead. I'm doing circular motions as it's vibrating. So it's really getting into my pores and vibrating loose all the gunk that's in there. It has a timer, so it goes on for a minute and lets me know that I've scrubbed my face well enough. Downside of not doing this in the shower is getting it in your eyeballs. That's always not a good thing. It feels really good too. It's like a little massage for your face, as it's just scrubbing the day away. All the dirt and gunk. Probably a little bit of makeup too. All that good stuff. Foams up like nobody's business, and there's still some makeup on there. Okay, so we're gonna grab one of our towels. And now you're just gonna wash and wipe that off. So if you're standing at a sink, feel free to rinse your face off right now. If you have wet towels, then just go ahead and wipe all that cleanser off. And just take a moment to like smell how good that smells. Oh. All the products just smell so good. And I love it because most of Mary Kay's, not most, all of Mary Kay's products have all natural ingredients in it. Flower extracts and fruit extracts and all kinds of like ingredients you can pronounce. Don't you hate when you get a product and you're looking at the ingredients and you're like, I can't even pronounce half of what that it just said. And I don't have my glasses on to be able to see, so hopefully I haven't left anything behind. Get the soap out of my eye that I got into my eye. Okay, so now that our face is nice and clean, now we can get started with the exfoliation. This is where I want you to really decide if you want to do all 3 steps that I'm going to do in this video, or if you want to break those down into one step tonight, maybe another step tomorrow, and another one the next night. That's normally how I would do my skincare routine, is I would do, you know, one step tonight, and then tomorrow night I would do a different one, then the third night I would do something else, and I would break it up. But then once a month I might do everything, or once a week actually I might do everything. It kind of depends on what my skin's doing. So the next thing that you're going to want to grab is your microdermabrasion, okay? I don't know if you've ever been to a professional spa, but this series that we're doing is like going to a professional spa and having a professional do a nice deep cleanse on your face. The good thing is that we're not going to leave with super red irritated skin. Everything's going to feel so fantastic. So we're going to grab our microdermabrasion. This is a scrub that has aluminum oxide crystals in it. And so it's going to exfoliate all those cells we just kind of opened up and we vibrated out, the gunk. This is now going to get in there and scrub and really help loosen that stuff up. You don't need a lot. Only takes a little bit. And we're just going to do little circles. Got my hands wet again. Not a lot of pressure either though. You don't want to like tear up your skin. What I love about this scrub though is that the the crystals that are in it, it's a word I can't say. Aluminoxide crystals that are in it are more rounded crystals, so they're not super rough on your skin. Have you ever done those like almond scrubs with the ground up almond shells in it? Oh my gosh, I used to do those and it would just tear up my skin like crazy. And then I thought, what in the world am I doing? Okay, so once you get that scrubbed in, you're gonna grab another towel or rinse off at your sink if you're at your sink. I have a cute little crock pot over here with nice warm water. Let's grab another one of my towels, and now we're gonna go ahead and wipe that off. Oh, it feels good because it's so nice and warm. And just wipe that off. Careful not to get it in your eyes, because this would really hurt if you got it in your eyes. Would be no bueno. I usually do this in the shower. So I get up in the morning and I wash my face, and then once or twice a week, if I'm not doing this whole process, I just do the microdermabrasion. And it just really helps get off, you know, dead skin. It gets into those pores, it gets some of the dirt out, all the good stuff. And then just take a moment to feel your skin and feel how nice and soft it feels now that you've like sloughed off all the gunk. Okay, and we can dry off at this point. You like my little Mary Kay towel? Isn't it cute? I love it. I highly recommend you pat, 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 not rub, rub, rub. The skin on your face, especially under your eyes, is the weakest skin that you have, and you don't want to be tugging and pulling on it. It's definitely not going to help with aging. It's not going to help with wrinkles, all the things. So pat, pat, pat. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about microdermabrasion, and I have to put my glasses on to see this. It dramatically improves your skin texture. It visibly improves the looks of fine lines. It immediately, pores look smaller because you've cleaned them out. So they enlarge because they were full of junk. Now they're starting to go back down to their normal size because we got rid of that junk. It makes skin high definition worthy. Congested pores can lead to stretching of the pore walls, making them look enlarged, okay? So this eliminating impurities trapped within is an important first step in improving your appearance. Persian silk tree bark extract and soybean extract in the pore minimizer, which is the cream that we'll use in a little bit, are shown to support factors important to skin, which may help tighten the look of overall skin around the pores. So we've gone in and cleaned out those pores. Sorry, my ring light is grabbing my glasses. We've gone into those pores and cleaned that stuff out. Then we're going to fill those pores with some good stuff later that's going to shrink them back to their normal size. You can't shrink cells beyond their normal size, but we can help with the enlarged cells. Okay? So the next thing, so at this point, if you wanted to just stop here and not do the rest of our exfoliation, you would put on your pore minimizer cream, one little pinhead drop, dot all over your face, not a lot. Rub that in, give it a minute to kind of soak in, and then in your goodie bag, you have an eye cream that you would dot under your eyes, and you have a night cream that you would put on, and that would be your regimen for the night. But we're actually going to do another layer of exfoliation, and you're going to want to grab the charcoal mask. You are going to absolutely love this mask. If you've ever done a mask before, those kind you have to put on and like peel off, and it peels off layers of your skin, this is not it. Okay, let me tell you. This is a magnet, and this is actually going to get in pores, and all that stuff that we just loosened up, it's going to suck it out. First though, before you do that, if you got in your goodie bag a sample of our hydrogel eye patches, these really cute little pink eye patches, they're suspended in a gel that's going to add moisture under your eyes. And trust me, you need moisture under your eyes. So pull out one of your little patches. You can either wear it this way under your eye or this way under your eye, depending on where you have the most wrinkles. I like to wear them, I'm gonna try not to get in my eye. I like to wear them this way. And they just smooth on. And they're gonna give a burst of hydration to your under eye area. which so desperately needs moisturization. And they're kind of clear, like you can't even really see that I have them on. Now, if you put those in the refrigerator like I recommended, you'll be thanking me right about now. Because not only are they hydrating, but they're nice and cool too, which is going to help with any puffiness or inflammation under your eyes. I could wear these things every day, all day long, like no joke, okay? So these are instantly cooling and soothing, especially if you have them in the fridge. They immediately boost skin's hydration, and they diminish the looks of puffiness and dullness. I'm looking for the ingredients. We leave them on for about 20 minutes. It's recommended to use them 2 times a week. I thought this would tell me what was in them, but it really does not tell me what is in them. I just know that they have, they're suspended in a gel. And that gel, simply put, the hydrogel is water suspended in a gel matrix. They're saturated in a formula to deliver benefits to the skin in a fun and easy way. Acting as a smile-shaped mask for under eyes, they are designed to stay in place, so they not only deliver the ingredients, they stay put and lock in place. And they will. They'll stay right where they are. So now we're going to actually put our mask on, because the mask has to sit for 20 minutes as well. So why not do them both at the same time? So I love using our mask applicator because it doesn't get the mask all over my hands, so I'm not wasting product that I'm rinsing down the sink. And I'm just going to take this and put this everywhere. Now, if you're only oily in your T-zone, which is your forehead, your nose, and your chin, and you're drier on your cheeks, just do this on your oily parts. If you really want to just put it all over, then put it all over. This is a little challenging for me to do without my glasses on, so don't laugh at me, as I, may potentially get this in places I don't really want it. Not to mention I should have put my hair in a ponytail because I don't really want it in my hair. So you're just going to put the mask all over your face. Now, like I said, this has to sit for 20 minutes. So you can either pause the video and come back in 20 minutes, or I'm going to sit here and tell you a little bit about Mary Kay and why I use Mary Kay. Uh-oh, I pulled off my eye mask because I can't see without my glasses on. So I have no idea where I'm actually putting this. And because my skin just really, really needs this right now, I'm doing it every place I can possibly do it. Especially my nose. Especially the nose parts. And yes, I do have a nose ring, and I just put it right on over my nose ring. Like, I don't even care. This is a very earthy smell to it. I don't think it's a very strong fragrance. I do have a couple people that are really sensitive to smell, but they haven't really had an issue with this mask either. Okay, we're just gonna put it all over. There's not a whole left on my mask applicator that would have normally been all over my fingers, and then I would have rinsed it down the sink. And that's why I like using this. It's just a silicone tip, and it allows me to apply just the right amount of product without rinsing half of it down the sink. So I really love using this mask applicator. We're gonna use it for a couple different things tonight. So this now has to sit on our face for 20 minutes. And this, like I said, you can pause the video here, come back in 20 minutes, and then fast forward through my, kind of hanging out here with you for 20 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer on my watch because I lose track of time like nobody's business. We'll set it for 15. Okay, so about 2 years ago, a friend of mine invited me to her launch party as she was deciding to start selling Mary Kay. She said, hey, I want to treat you to a facial. Would you come to my launch party? I'm going to send you a goodie bag, because she lives like an hour and a half away from me. I said, yeah, sure, I'll support you. I'll do your online facial. Now, keep in mind, I first was buying products at Target, had no idea what I was buying, what I needed, was trying different things. Nothing really seemed to work really well, but I figured something's better than nothing. Then I decided to start using things at Ulta. Figured, well, if I went to a little bit better store, I'd get a little bit better products. Went to Ulta, and again, didn't know what I was doing, trying different products, reading labels, couldn't get anybody to help me, read online reviews, kept trying things, and same thing. Felt like I was doing something which was better than nothing, but not really seeing any results. And then my mom picked me up some products from Macy's. And I thought, oh, Macy's, like this has got to be the one. This is super expensive stuff. Like this has to be the bomb. Same thing. I felt like I was doing something, and my mom's like, you got to take care of your skin. I'm like, okay, I'll use these products. But again, not seeing results, not feeling great about it, but at least I felt like I was doing something. So then my friend sends me my goodie bag, and she actually sent me the Miracle 3D set, and she sent me the repair set. She said, I'm on the repair line. I really want you to try that, but try the Miracle 3D set in our facial tonight. I said, okay. So I popped onto a Facebook Live with her. Her director was doing the facial live on Facebook, and the rest of us were just at home watching, and we were doing the steps with her. And so first thing I did is, I took my makeup off, and then I washed my face with the cleanser. And I was like, wow, this stuff smells really good. I washed my face. It felt really good. It felt really clean, like for the first time felt really clean. And then we went through doing microdermabrasion. We did the charcoal mask, like we did all kinds of stuff. And I left that session thinking, man, my face felt so good, and it was brighter and it felt cleaner. And I was like, girl, I'm sold. I have to try this stuff. What I would have paid for an entire skin line for like 4 to 5 months is what I was paying for one bottle of serum with this other company. So I told her, yeah, absolutely. I want to try this. I want to purchase this line and try this line. She said, okay, well, try the repair line as well and tell me what you think. I tried the repair line the next day, and it just was too harsh for me. It kind of left my skin red and was burning a little bit. And she said, yeah, it's probably a little too strong for you. So I decided I was going to purchase this skincare line. Well, then in listening to her director tell us about the Mary Kay opportunity, she said, would you rather pay full price for your product or half price? I'm like, duh, half price. I'm a bargain shopper. I'm a coupon user, like all the things. I would much rather spend it, for half price. And she said, okay. She said, for only $30, you can have your own Mary Kay business and purchase your products at 50% off. I'm like, no brainer. Considering I was going to save 50% on my skincare line, that made absolute sense. So I said, sign me up. Through the process of signing up to, sell Mary Kay to get my discount, I just met some fantastic women, some women that, were super supportive. They were also moms. They were also grandmoms, and we pray for each other, and we laugh with each other, and we cry with each other, and we just totally support and help each other. Like I really never expected to meet the sisterhood that I've met in being in Mary Kay. So then I started telling some friends and family, hey, I'm gonna start selling Mary Kay. Have you ever tried Mary Kay? And I kind of started offering my discount to friends and family just to try to encourage people to buy some stuff just to see what would happen. And 2 years later, it's just been phenomenal. And being able to encourage women to take time out for themselves, because we're so busy taking care of everybody else, we don't do anything for ourselves, to take care of their skin, to feel beautiful. And then I've also, learned some makeup tips, so I can offer some makeup tips. And I love putting together my little pamper packets and being able to mail those out to people and be like, hey, I want to give you a free facial. Like, seriously, it's a free facial. There's no obligation to buy. If you love it, great. And if you don't, that's okay too. And I ask for referrals. Like, do you have a friend that, you want to pamper as well? I would love to send them a goodie bag. And I just love being able to spoil women in that sense. And so becoming a Mary Kay beauty consultant has really been fantastic for me. I have a whole new family. I am using a product that I actually am feeling and seeing a difference in my skin. My skin has gotten brighter. I don't get the breakouts that I used to get. My skin is getting more tone. I mean, just all the things. Like, finally found a product that I really, really enjoy. And so I sell it because I love it. And that's really, what it boils down to. And so, I just like to share that with everybody, because you never know who might be looking for an opportunity to make a little bit of money, who's like, hey, I want to buy a product at 50% off as well, or likes to do for other people. So I like to share just that, little tidbit of information. I'm gonna put my glasses on with my mask. Can you see my mask starting to dry a little bit? So as it starts to dry, it's going to turn lighter in some areas and darker in some areas. And then there's going to get like these white spots. These white spots is actually acne that it is pulling out, because this mask acts as a magnet. It is going into my pores and sucking stuff out. So the darker areas, as it starts to dry, it does get a little stiff, but as it starts to dry, the darker areas are oil that it's pulling out. The lighter areas are just normal dirt. And then any white spots, like if that stays white, if I get in, oh, I missed some spots here. If any of it turns white, that's actually acne that is getting in and pulling that, pulling out that excess oil from that acne. And sometimes you'll see that, not even realize you had something coming. Like, it's crazy. So it's activated charcoal that acts like a magnet to unclog your pores. The formula is clinically shown to instantly absorb excess oil and reduce shine. 79% of men and women agree skin looks clear after just one use. First time I used this mask, I was sold. Like, I was like, how? Give me a bottle. I want this all the time, because I've tried other masks. Do you ever do those Biore strips on your nose and then you rip them off and it rips off half your skin? Like, no, don't do that. So it has activated charcoal. When charcoal goes through a special heating process, it becomes activated, making it more porous. Activated charcoal is known to absorb up to double its weight in impurities. The power of activated charcoal helps unclog pores, taking skin beyond everyday clean. As a result, your complexion looks clearer and healthier, and your pores appear minimized. Again, if your pores are full of junk, they've just expanded because they're full of oils and dirt and skin cells and all that nasty stuff. But as you clean those out, they're going to be able to shrink back down to their normal size. Kaolin and bentonite clays. Studies show people with problem skin produce more oil than people in a control group do. Skin also can become oilier with seasonal changes or other factors, making excess oil a common concern. Formulated with the absorbent power of kaolin and bentonite clays, this mask instantly absorbs excess oil and reduces shine. Now, do you notice seasonally your skin might be drier or more oily? I used to always be an oily T-zone girl, but as I'm getting older, my skin's getting a little bit drier. I've changed products. I went from the Time Wise Miracle 3D set my first 4 months, and then I went into the repair line after that. Been on the repair line the entire time. I mean, I am 52. I do have advanced signs of aging, and the repair line, again, which is the purple line, is designed for, like, it has resveratrol, which we say reverse-it-all. It reverses the signs of aging, where the Miracle 3D set is actually going to prevent advanced signs of aging. So depending on what your need is as to what product we would recommend. That ring light is grabbing my glasses. It's driving me nuts. Okay, this is what I really love about this mask. It's honeysuckle and navy bean extracts. Love that Mary Kay's products are all natural products. The Clear Proof Deep Cleansing Charcoal Mask contains honeysuckle and navy bean extracts shown to target the appearance of skin discoloration. You will notice your skin looks brighter. Together, they're a powerful ingredient combination designed to help you leave a troubled past behind and create a clear looking future. Additionally, during in vitro testing, each botanical extract was shown to impact factors that may help soothe skin. We do recommend this once to twice a week. And again, if you're going to do this whole series, then the whole exfoliation once a week. So we did the microdermabrasion, which, first kind of got in and loosened up the gunk. Now we're going to do the charcoal mask, which is going to pull all the gunk out of your skin. And then the next layer that we're going to do is going to be our Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. It is an actual glycolic peel. Same kind you can get done professionally. Just get to do it in the comfort of your own home. But you aren't going to be all red and tomatoey. I mean, I see lots of people go get these peels and their faces beat red. And I think that just looks like that would hurt. I would not be interested in doing that in any way, shape, or form. I get mask all over my glasses when I do this. Can you start to see? I still have I got a little too thick on my chin, so it's there, but can you see that it's starting to dry? We have about 5 more minutes on this mask. So a couple things. As a Mary Kay beauty consultant, I do virtual facials. So just like this, we can do things on Facebook Live, where I go live and you and all your friends are hanging out in the comforts of your own home, in your pajamas, butt naked, I don't care. And we do facials together. We can also do them in Zoom so we can see each other and giggle at each other's facial masks. I do in-home parties as well, which is a barrel of laughs to get a bunch of women together and do facials together. Oh my gosh, we have so much fun. And then my Mary Kay group, my sisterhood, we actually have virtual sessions every week that are different. So we might do a Lush Hydrasession once a month. We do glamour makeup tutorials. We'll do new product launches. We play bingo. We've done bedtime pampering, which is a more nighttime facial, put you to bed cleansing and moisturizing. We just, every week we get together and we do something to just be able to share this wonderful product with somebody else. So if that's something that you're interested in, please message me on Facebook or Instagram. Also, my cell phone number will be in my profile. You can always text me as well. You want to pop in and jump on and see some of the things that we do. We would love to have you come into those. We also love referrals. So if you felt inclined to share me with some of your friends, I would love for them to also get a pamper pack and give them a facial and get them to like take care of their skin as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the mask off just in efforts of time. What I recommend, I can grab just one towel and not 12. To rehydrate my mask, I'm basically just going to put this wet towel on my mask and then it wipes off super easy. I don't even want to take my gel patches off because I like them so much. I want to just like, I want to keep them on forever and ever and ever. So you just rehydrate the mask a little bit and it just wipes right off. One of the things I love about this mask is how easy it is to come off. I mean, I'm not having to peel it off and peel layers of my skin off. I just wipe it off. And hope that I'm not leaving any behind. Like in my nose. And in my piercing. Notoriously will leave it in my piercing. Your skin will just feel so much cleaner. Not to mention looking brighter. Normally I do this in the sink too. Actually, one of the things I do to kind of fill my cup every week is like on Tuesday or Wednesday nights, I will take a nice hot bath. I will put on my eye gel patches. I will put on my charcoal mask and I will hop in the tub. And then I just, after 20 minutes, I rinse off my face, take off my eye patches, and I just hang out in the tub until the water runs cold. Or my husband comes in and says, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yep, I'm just fine." Oh, now just take a moment. You got to pause the video, take a moment and just like admire your skin. Like no joke. And hopefully you kind of looked at it before we wiped it off to see all the guck and see what guck you pulled off of it. Did I get it all off? Yeah. It just feels clean and looks brighter. And right now my skin cells are doing a happy dance because they're like, "Yay, you cleaned us out." I mean, think about all the stuff that falls on your face throughout the day. Not only do you have makeup on, but you have dead skin cells that are just hanging out there. And then all the like dirt and environmental guck. No, thank you. Okay. This is, again, another point where you could stop. If you wanted to just do microdermabrasion and charcoal mask tonight, you would then put on your pore minimizer to put good stuff back into those cells. Let that dry for just a little bit. And then you're going to put on your eye cream, depending on if you have the Time Wise line or the Repair line. And then you're going to put on your night cream. Again, I use the Repair line, so all my stuff is purple. Happens to be my favorite color as well, but it just is what it is. Okay, but I'm going to do the last layer because, again, my face really needs this. And this is the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. This does need to sit on for like 10 minutes, so I'm going to get this on and then I'll tell you about it. So again, I'm using my mask applicator. And I'm just going to do a thin layer. Now, I'm going to warn you ahead of time before you start putting this on. This does tingle a little bit. That is absolutely, positively normal to tingle just a little bit. It is a glycolic peel, okay? It is, again, exfoliating your skin cells. You don't need a lot. But if you find that it's burning like uncomfortably, I want you to wipe it off, okay? Pinky swear promise me that you will wipe it off. Okay, this hair. Now, because I do have advanced signs of aging, there goes my timer. I take this down to my neck. You're just going to spread that all over. Again, I'm using my spatula because I do use less product when I do that. It's not all over my fingers. Again with the hair. Feels like I got a little too thick on my cheeks, so I'm going to kind of scrape some of that down onto my nose. Really is just a thin layer that you need. You don't need a really thick layer. I know my director really piles it on, but I haven't felt that I needed to do that. So the little tingle burnie is totally normal. It does subside in about a minute. But if it gets uncomfortable, I really truly want you to wipe it off. It's like, it's going to be okay. Oh, and there's like hardly anything left on my applicator. Again, this is just a silicone applicator, but I absolutely love it. So this is going to sit on our face for only 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It's not very long. I'm going to set a timer because I am notorious for losing track of time. Okay. And let me tell you a little bit about this particular product. This product is recommended. It's part of the Time-Wise Repair line. So it is recommended for our more advanced signs of aging. Your skin will look brighter. Your skin texture is significantly improved. Fine lines and wrinkles look reduced. Who can't use some of that, especially when you're in your 50s? Skin tone looks more even. Yeah. Good stuff. So here's how the Time-Wise Repair Revealing Radiance Facial Peel, that is a mouthful, helps transform the look of skin. The glycolic acid goes to work immediately, removing dead skin cells from the skin's top surface layer. Okay? This exfoliating ingredient also works on the remaining surface layers, breaking apart the bonds connecting thousands of other dead cells so they can be released and plumper, fresher cells can take their place. By increasing the rate at which skin dulling cells on multiple surface layers are eliminated, the power of glycolic acid enhances skin's own renewal process for a rejuvenating look. So we're going to remove all the dead stuff here to allow those nice fresh skin cells to come forward. This advanced exfoliation method also significantly smooths skin, reducing the hills and valleys associated with a drier, rougher texture. Once the layers of dead surface cells have been removed, your skin will be primed and ready to accept the benefits of other age-fighting treatments. Because we wanted the formula to be gentle enough to use twice a week, we paired the glycolic acid with an exclusive blend of calming botanical extracts. Since some people can experience dryness after using a peel, the formula also contains a marine extract, which has been shown to have hydrating benefits. So you cleanse and dry your skin, apply a thin layer to this, avoid your eye area. I probably should have mentioned that before, I'm sorry. After 10 minutes, rinse. That's it. Super easy. One of the things I do love about Mary Kay too is we have these product fact sheets. And this gives you all the information on the product. So instead of having to like memorize all the little details until I've used it often enough to memorize, I can pull these up and have all the information that I need. Love it. So the tingle for me is kind of gone. I'm not feeling the tingle anymore. Again, if it's tingling too much, I do want you to take it off. I don't want you to feel like you have to keep it on. But I love that, you know, we've gone through and we've done the microdermabrasion, so we've broken up the gunk that's in our cells. We used the charcoal mask, which then pulled the gunk out of our cells. And now this is going to remove all the surface dead skin cells so that I have nice, fresh skin cells underneath. Again, it is a glycolic acid peel, and this is something that you can get done professionally. But I love that I can buy a bottle of this. It's a good size bottle too, if you look at that. I mean, it's a good size bottle. And I didn't use very much all over my face. So this thing's gonna last me probably a good 6 months, if not longer, depending on how often you use it. I only use that maybe once a week if I'm doing this big treatment. If I don't have to do this big treatment, then I might only be doing it once a month. Again, I kind of do my routine based on what my skin's feeling like. If my skin's feeling pretty good, then I'm just making sure that I am washing every night and moisturizing every night, and then washing and moisturizing in the morning. Once a week, I will do my charcoal mask. 1 to 2 times a week, I'll do my microdermabrasion, and then I'll throw in that glycolic peel every once in a while. But if my face starts to feel kind of ugh, then I'll do this entire regimen one time. Plus, we also do this in our Facebook group. And so when we do the Lush Spa in our Facebook group, I'll usually do it with the girls then as well. It's just a lot of fun to do a mask like, you know, with somebody else kind of a thing. So we have about 6 more minutes on this mask. You're more than welcome to pause the video and come back if you want to go grab something to drink, run to the little girls' room, hang out, you know, whatever the case is. But let me tell you a little bit more about Mary Kay while we're hanging out here waiting for the 6 minutes. So when Mary Kay first started the business, almost 60 years ago. She was a woman working in a predominantly male, a male environment, you know, just she was passed up for promotions. She was passed up for raises, even though she worked just as hard and just as well as they did. She was a top sales contributor, but because she was female, she was treated differently. That's just what our world was like 60 years ago. So she decided when she was getting ready to retire is that she wanted to create something where women could be empowered and women could be their own boss and women could be in control of their income. And she created this Mary Kay industry and started selling skincare. So stay-at-home moms were able to work hours that they could work around their family time, but be independent and also make money for their family. That has now grown to the point where we are in 40 different countries. And it's got to be like a multi-billion-dollar company. I mean, women like to take care of themselves. They like to feel beautiful, and it's a really good product that's made right here in the US. It's made in Texas. Like, how wonderful is that? And they take care of our planet. They just planted their 1 millionth tree. They use recyclable products. The warehouse is like a zero landfill warehouse, so there's no waste. And then they give back on top of that. So the Mary Kay Foundation has donated about $80 million to cancer research for trying to find a cure for cancer that affects women, like breast cancer. And then they also donate money to for domestic violence. So they build domestic violence shelters to get women out of bad situations. So I love that every time I buy a product, I'm contributing to that as well. I'm giving back to cancer research. I'm giving back to domestic violence. I'm helping my planet be greener by their products being in recyclable containers. That to me was like a game changer when I started using Mary Kay products. I slowly started replacing all of my skincare, all of my makeup with Mary Kay because I love that every penny I spent is giving back. Okay, so let's remove our masks. Rinse or wipe, whatever makes you happy. And wipe off your mask. And if you've noticed, my face is not turned red. I mean, it might turn a little pink because I'm, wiping it. But it's not tomato red from burning. You know what I mean? And like I said, after about a minute, the tingle went away. It wasn't uncomfortable for me. I think in my 2 years, I've only had one person who's actually a consultant now said that it was a little strong. It was burning a little bit too much for her. Sorry, I forgot my water. It was burning a little too much for her, and she is very fair complected. So we had her wipe it off. But now that she's been, I've noticed that since I've started using Mary Kay products, my skin is less sensitive. Used to be super sensitive, which is why when I first started using it, the repair line was it was just too harsh for me. But once I had been on the Miracle 3D set for 4 months, the next time I bought product, I went right in for the repair line, and I haven't had a problem with it since. So my skin is definitely less sensitive. I've also noticed that because I'm using a good product, I don't have such oily skin anymore. It's a myth that if you have oily skin or that you have dry skin that you need moisture, and if you have oily skin you don't. That's not the case. If you have oily skin, your skin is overproducing the moisture that it needs because you're not giving it the right amount. Dry skin just can't, and it's like craving and it's thirsty. What I love is, our bodies are like 80% water or something like that. Mary Kay's products are all water-based. So you're basically giving your skin what it wants, which is water. And so the more that I have used the product and hydrated, the less oily my skin has gotten. And my skin tone has gotten better. My breakouts have gotten better. My skin is firmer. I mean, I'm going to have these lines under my eyes forever. Like, it just is what it is. Maybe if I would have taken care of my skin sooner, I would not have. But I can keep them from, continuing. Okay, so we're just going to pat that dry. Enjoy how wonderful our skin feels right now, because it just feels fantastic. Hopefully your skin also feels fantastic. And if you are coming back and doing this in segments, that is totally okay. I would still love to hear how your skin is feeling. So please, please, please send me a message and let me know how it's doing. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my pore minimizer, because I want to fill my cells with yummy goodness. And I'm not using very much. That was from my little jar. It was like a pump. That's it. And I'm just going to rub that in. I'm gonna hang out and let it, you want to give it a minute in between steps because you want this to soak in and kind of dry. The next thing that I'm going to use is my eye cream. Now you may have the Time Wise Miracle 3D eye cream, or you might have the Repair. Be honest with you, I use both in the mornings because I'm trying to fight these dark circles that are under my eyes. So I use an Indulge Soothing Eye Gel in my refrigerator. Has botanicals in it. It's nice and cooling and calming. So I dot that around my eye. Then I let that dry for a minute. Then I put on my 3D, let that dry for a minute, and then I put on my Repair. I do that because a makeup artist that I follow highly recommended to like do all three when you have the underlying under eye issues that I have and the dark circles that I have. She's like, you need layer upon layer upon layer of hydration under there. This creepiness that I have here is just excessive dryness. So I love this eye cream because it has this cute little applicator tip that's cool. This is the same metal that boxers use when their eyes get all swole up and they put metal on them to like deflate them. This is the same metal. So let me tell you a trick about eye cream. You only want to put eye cream right where you can feel your orbital bone. You don't want to put it right here where you can touch your eyeball. Do not touch your eyeball. Pinky swear me right now, you will not touch your eyeball. I used to touch my eyeball and then this stuff would get into my eyes and I'd be like, I hate eye cream. It burns my eyes. That's because I was doing it wrong. So I'm just going to put a little dab of cream on both my eyes. The side that I took it out of, I'm going to rub it in. Without my glasses, I got that a little too close. And I'm going to flip my applicator over. So I'm now using the other side of it to just rub that in. You can also use your fingertips because obviously you don't have this container. You have the samples. A little dab will do you. I'm telling you, you should be able to use these samples more than once. So I would highly encourage you. And then use your ring fingers. This offers you the least amount of pressure and you're not going to be tugging on your eye. You're just going to want to dot that in. I kind of rub in here because that's the worst of my spots and I want to get that in there really good. But otherwise it's tap, 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 tap. And I'm going right here along my orbital bone. Orbital, is that a word? Orbital? Your eye bone. Only on the bone, because what's going to happen is this is going to then soak into where it needs to go, but not get into my eye. I learned that trick, and ever since then, I've been a fan of the eye cream. Okay, just going to dot in our eye cream. Now, you have a couple different options that you could do now. You were also given a Moisture Renewed Gel Mask. This is great for dry skin. You can put this on, leave it on for 10 minutes, and then wash it off. And then follow up with your eye cream and your night cream. Or you can leave this on overnight. And normally I leave it on overnight. I'm not tonight because I have some things I have to do after I'm done with this video and I don't want to go outside with the mask on. But it is a clear gel mask. So it's going to go on clear and it's going to dry. It's not going to feel tacky or weird or whatever. But I love leaving this on overnight and just letting my face get that like super boost of hydration. In fact, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and put it on. Why not? It'll dry. It kind of comes out like a pinkish color, like coming out of the tube. It looks like it's pink, but it really is just clear. Again, with my mask applicator, I'm just going to put it all over. And I do leave it on overnight because I need that hydration. My skin has been getting drier, so I'm only putting a little bit on the applicator and just putting it all over my face parts. In a couple minutes, it'll be dry. Kind of has a botanical smell to it. So you're welcome to leave this on for 10 minutes and then wash it off or leave it on overnight. And then in the morning, you're going to wash your face with some more of your cleanser. You can put on your eye cream and your day cream. Your day cream does have SPF in it. So if you are sensitive to SPF, I probably would have asked you that and I would have sent you a day cream without the SPF. Our night cream does not have SPF. You don't need it at night because you're going to bed. But during the day, you really do want SPF in your products to help protect your skin. Now, one thing you can do if you have a sensitivity to SPF is use a day cream that does not have SPF. That's the protective layer that you're going to be putting on your skin. And then you can use a foundation that has SPF that won't actually be like right on your skin. It'll be on your moisturizer and you should be able to get away with that. Because you really do want to protect your skin. Okay, and that's my Moisture Renew gel mask. So you can leave this on for 10 minutes and then wash it off, or leave it on overnight. I'm going to leave mine on overnight, so I'm not going to be putting on my night cream. And that is really the tail end of our facial, just depending on if you want to wash this off and then put on your eye cream and your night cream, or leave this on overnight, okay? So thank you again so much for kind of hanging out with me tonight and watching this video and taking an hour-ish of your time to take care of your skin. It's the largest organ on your body. You only get one. And when you take care of your skin, you just feel better. You know, whether you're into how pretty you are or not or whatever, you're just going to feel better because you're taking care of your skin. Besides hydration, taking care of your skin with really good products is where it's at. So please feel free to comment or message me on Facebook or Instagram. I don't normally check messages here on YouTube, so it'd be better to go to one of my social media profiles, or my cell phone number is also in my profile. Feel free to shoot me off a text if you have any questions, or if you want to get the girls together and do a girls' night in facial. I would love to help you out with that. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. Mwah. Good night and be blessed.